Welcome back to NATCHAT. I'm Amber Hardman. I'm here with Leigh Sheehan. Welcome back, Leigh.
Thanks, Amber. Having fun.
Now, before the break, we were talking about a movie that you've recently made.
Under a Red Moon, yeah.
Correct. So we're also talking about the distribution of movies.
Yeah. Under a Red Moon has fortunately been picked up by a distributor here in Australia called Rialto, and that movie will go out as a digital film, released in digital format through cinemas in Australia up through Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane, sometime around about end of August into September, as I understand. So you just have to keep your eye out in your local papers or even this channel to see when it might come out, yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us about any of the actors that you have in your movie?
Yeah, the movie stars Richard Norton, who's an Australian actor based out of LA. He's done a lot of action films, so this is kind of different for Richard in that he doesn't play an action character. He plays somebody who's inactive actually in the movie. Plays a judge who kind of gets caught up in a really intricate situation. Jane Badler. Jane is an American actress living in Australia. She came out here to do Mission Impossible some years ago, married an Aussie and stayed here. She's a fabulous actress. For those who sci-fi fans may remember a series called V, Jane played the infamous Diana, who had a taste for lizards, I think.
That's a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, but she's a very glamorous. She also performs around town on different cabaret things. She's got a fabulous singing voice. And then we have some young actors, Andre Devaney, who's in that, and Andre had been in a number of kids kind of shows, but now has kind of grown up a bit. And he plays a very interesting character, Ditch Davey, who used to be in Blue Heelers, and another actress, Maria, who is kind of new to me. I hadn't seen a lot of her work, but she's terrific too. So it's like it's a whole ensemble of people who come together in this house under the influence of a lunar eclipse, hence the title Under a Red Moon. And lunar eclipses kind of bring out craziness, and this movie kind of brings out a craziness. But within the craziness is this underlying truth that each of the people in the house don't know what is. So it's kind of an interesting kind of movie. It's a bit different. It all takes place, as I say, in one night. So it's I hope people get something out of it because it treats a subject in a different way than perhaps we've seen before. So.
And where did you film this movie? It
was shot actually in a house in Toorak, which worked out really well for us. So it was all shot in there. A little bit of it was shot in Ballarat, where we did some kind of other exterior shots and things, but mostly it was all shot, 90% of it shot in this one house as it takes place, as I say, under one night under the influence of a red moon, yeah.
Fantastic. And you were saying before that this film's going to be shot on, was shot on digital video,
Yep.
Is that correct?
Well, yeah, it's shot on a format, a digital format, and goes to a little card. So it actually never goes to videotape as such, so we probably got to forget about video as a format other than a pass format now. All these things go to little memory cards and things like that, and then are edited up in a digital format. So it's very much a true digital film. It actually won a cinematography award, which was fantastic for us, for the ACS and for Alan, who shot the film, because it was up against films that were much bigger budgets and were shot on 35mm. But it goes to what I was saying earlier about it's about photography and about how you light things and how you look at things. So that's a really good example of forgetting what the format is, just shooting it as a piece of entertainment.
Leigh, we're going to show a clip from Under the Red Moon. Could you tell us a little something about what we're going to see today?
Well, hopefully what you're going to see is something that entices you to rush out to the cinemas when it hits the screen, that you look in the newspapers somewhere towards the end of September or August, September, and keep your eye out for it. But it'll just give you something that entices you and hopefully gives you a feel for the flavour and kind of like the people who are in it and the little bit of story there. I don't want to give too much away because it's a really interesting story and it evolves throughout the movie. So if I say too much, it could spoil it. And I don't want to spoil it for the audience out there. I want them to go and see it because I want them to spend their money at the box office.
That sounds great, Leigh. Thanks for joining us on NATCHAT.
Had fun.
We'll take a look at that clip now.
Thank you.
You've been watching NATCHAT. I'm Amber Hardman.
What would we have done? If we could do it all over again. I mean, would we have done it differently? Did we do anything so wrong?
Rehabilitation orders intervention. It's just too easy for these kids. Zero tolerance, Brian. Worked for me. in the attics where we grew up, we're all too busy working hard for a crust.
And well, what if Luke was out at night on the street scoring? Now, you know where he is now? Mate's place for the night? School camp? You think you know, but you don't.
He went back in for his phone and he hasn't come out.
Yeah, no, he's threatening me. They're threatening us.
Hey, Anna. Right, trust me, there's things you need to know about John.
Natalie, I don't want to see anyone else hurt.
He walks all over you, doesn't he? You have no right to say that!
You said you were staying here till he gets his money right. Well, if he keeps playing up, we're all fucked. Shh! You called the cops.
What was I supposed to do?
We never really know anyone, do we?
This can't go on any longer.